Okay, I've made it to the National Gallery of Canada. That is the giant spider behind me, Mama. And there's the gallery. And it's a very cold and sunny day.
Charter mode has been activated.
Okay, let's go have fun. Welcome to my bus, I'm Mark. Alright, so you're going to the National Gallery of Canada. I've been there lots of times. It's at 380 Sussex Drive. There's two really good ways of getting there. Either take the George Etienne Parkway all the way in, and that becomes Sussex, or you can take King Edward and then get to Sussex and then do a left onto Sussex. The whole reason why this is important is you want to be on door side for there because Google Maps doesn't put you that way, and let's face it, you can't drive over a median, and that's the way that Google Maps wants to send you. It's right in between the Mint and the Interprovincial Bridge. The good thing about the gallery is it has a nice big drop-off area. You could probably put 4, maybe 5 buses there, but remember, cars are coming in as well, so be mindful of that. If you're not sure where this place is, there's a giant spider statue in front. It's called Mama. It's, you see it on all the touristy stuff. There is a group entrance, and that's a little more on the hill. Like, as you're coming up, there's a bit of a hill, or incline, whichever you want to call it. But it's not a terribly difficult one. Generally, whenever I go there, I get the teachers to text me, and then I can text them back, and that way, let's say they want to be picked up 15 minutes early. Well, it's not really a big issue. Okay, pick me up, and I can do it. What I try to do is I try to leave here earlier and find somewhere close to park and wait. So I'm 5-10 minutes away. There's a couple of places in Ottawa that you can be relatively close, and oh, okay, you want to be fixed up early? Well, all right, sure, no problem. One of the places I usually stop at, there's a nice big parking lot. Well, Sullivan Shopping Center is one. The Canadian Tire on right near the Vanier Parkway is another one that's close. There's also the museum, the Aviation Museum. Again, nice, close, big parking lot. You can just sit and wait, So yeah, it's extremely easy. I'm going to show you the map. Alright, we're going to talk about how to get to the National Gallery of Canada. Now, if you've already seen my video, how to get to the Aviation Museum, this is a great way of doing it. You can take the George Etienne Parkway all the way in, and this is where it becomes Sussex, and it gets you on door side to the National Gallery of Canada. And it's quite a good way of doing it. The other option, of course, is you can take King Edward and get to Sussex that way as well. Okay? It's right here, anyway. But the National Gallery of Canada is right here. Okay? And it works. Here's the satellite view. Now, the whole reason why I am saying this is a better way, because if we take a look at Google Maps at here, you see you're on the door side, and you're coming in, and you can get into here nice and easy. Now, this is why, although people rely on Google Maps, sometimes they get it wrong. Okay? So, I'm going to give an example of how this is wrong in so many ways. Alright, what do we got here? Alright, see, Google Maps has suggested I come along this way, Nicholas to Daly, and then straight on to Sussex, okay? And then turn myself around like this. Now, okay, sounds like an okay idea. Okay, but here's the problem. When we go, again, we go in, and they're saying I turn in this way. What's the real problem? The real problem is when you get close. We've got a median, we've got signage, and I'm not driving a moped, okay? There's no way I can do this. We'll just pull a little more forward, and then we take a look, and we've got this sign right in the way of if I was going to turn in with a bus. So this is where, Google Maps is good, but you've got to use your brain about it. Too many people rely on this without double checking ahead of time, especially in places like this, downtown, where you've got one-ways, you've got margins, medians, turning radiuses. I find that, even when you're doing lefts and rights in brand newly developed areas, like in the suburbs, wow, it's just wrong, okay? So, again, that's why I'm suggesting instead, don't come in this way, because if you are, you're not going to make it, okay? There is a way of doing it this way, but you've got to go into the side streets and get yourself turned around to pull this off. And that's why I suggest going in by the aviation, from the Aviation Museum. And heck, you can even just sit at the Aviation Museum for your, whenever I say to wait, Aviation Museum in this case is an excellent place. It's 10 minutes away, and there's no stress taking the parkway in. And again, you're on door side. So it just makes a better plan. All right, thank you. Now that you've seen that, it's not hard to get to at all. And the nice thing is leaving there is easy as well. You can either take Sussex and then go straight down into Colonel By Parkway and then turn on Daly and then back to Nicholas. Or you can take St. Patrick and just go into the market and then take the Vanier Parkway. Or you can actually go over to Hull because you're right at the Interprovincial Bridge. So, not a terribly difficult one. It's not fantastic, but it's relatively easy if you know where you're going. So I hope you learned something on this one, and yeah. right. Good morning. I'm at the National Art Gallery. This is where the group entrance is. I parked a little bit ahead, but I thought there would be more buses. So that's the gallery, right across from the, I think it's Notre Dame Church. And there's a nice big area come up from Sussex. All right. Okay, so my afterthoughts for the gallery, the National Gallery of Canada. All right, so everything went really well because I had set up a time and everything for pickup, and they were able to text me and say, hey, we want to be picked up a little bit earlier. I'd already set myself up so I was early, so it really wasn't a big deal. I was like 2 minutes off of when they wanted to be picked up. And like I mentioned before, really take a look at where you're going, okay? Because the last minute things, if you're just Googling it quickly, you can really put yourself behind the 8 ball. So that's why I came in from the Aviation Museum on George Etienne, and I perfectly picked them up on door side, went in, and it went smoothly. So like I say, check these things out ahead of time, because your lefts and rights may be completely off, because it is, yes, it's a computer, but it's a program, but it's people that put this stuff in, and they can be wrong. So just don't blindly take this at face value. So leaving was easy. What I did, here's the art gallery, and all I did was I basically went into the circle, turned around, and went straight down Murray, and Murray brought me down to the Vanier Parkway, and then I got to the Queensway. That was easy. There was a couple of other options I could have went. I could have went straight down Sussex to Daly to Nicholas to the Queensway, or I could have went onto the Interprovincial and then took the 50 back to King Edward, and then got me back to the that gives me a couple of options. I can either take the Parkway back or fight my way into the city core, any which way. But it allows me a lot of extra ways of getting around. So leaving there was easy, and it went extremely smoothly. So again, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm learning as I go. So my name is Mark. Thank you. See you in my bus. Bye.